You see, the reason I'm wearing all black is because GJJ and I have just been to a funeral. Yes, we've just been to the funeral of our dear old friend, Sed. Because, that's right, Sed is dead. But it's okay. It's absolutely fine. Because Sed was never that interesting anyway. Nuh-uh. No, there are far more powerful verbs, more powerful doing words than said. Your first task here too. Press pause on this video for me, and around the word said, I'd like you to list all of the different alternatives you could use. For example, whispered, or shouted, or roared, or grumbled, or stammered. Have a go for me. Once you've done that, come back to the video, press play, and we'll continue with today's learning. How did you get on, children? I had a go too. And check these out. These are only some of the words I could think of. There are so many. Now, the reason that GJJ and I attended the funeral this morning is because, yes, we are going to do some more writing. We are going to write some speech. And we are absolutely not going to use the word said. Instead, we're going to use all of those words which you've just listed. So well done. Oh, excuse me, children. I think that's the door.
So cold. Mr. Cyril, I am so cross with you.
Oh no! Why, GJJ?
Why? I'll tell you why. You left me outside.
Did I? Oh, GJJ, I'm so sorry. Maybe next time you should wear this.
What?
An exclamation mark.
What?
Because the punctuation always goes on the inside where it's nice and warm. It's like in my first sentence here. Peter sniffled, "I'm so sorry, MJ." At the moment, the exclamation mark is freezing to death. We need to bring it onto the inside of the inverted commas where it's nice and warm. Don't leave it outside. Put it on the inside where it's nice and cosy. Take a look at my other sentences, children. Can you spot the mistakes I've made with them? Take a moment, press pause, have a good old look, and then press play when you're ready to carry on learning. Well done, children. In my second sentence, Green Goblin cackled, "Bye bye, Spider-Man!" We're missing the all-important comma before the beginning of the speech, before the inverted commas. On my third sentence, Uncle Ben whispered, "With great power comes great responsibility." There aren't any inverted commas whatsoever. Remember, speech always starts with a 66 and ends with a 99. So what is Uncle Ben actually saying in this sentence? Well, he's not saying his own name, and he's not saying the verb whispered either. No, he's saying with great power comes great responsibility. So 66 at the start of the speech, and at the end of the speech, of course, 99. That full stop needs to be on the inside where it's nice and warm. Final sentence. Spider-Man cheered, "I'm finally an Avenger! Yay!" It's a great sentence. It's a great powerful verb. But what mistake have I made? I've got the comma before the speech. I've got the 66. My exclamation mark is on the inside of the inverted commas, so it's not catching hypothermia. Aha, yes, well done. All speech starts with a capital letter. And even if this wasn't speech, of course, the personal pronoun I should always be a capital letter also. There we go, much better. Well done, children. Now that we've fixed my sentences, I wonder if you can help me out. I wonder if you can help me by creating a set of rules. What are the rules I need to follow if I want to write speech? So, you'll need a piece of paper or your exercise book, and inside I'd like you to list, by using bullet points, all the different rules we follow when we're using inverted commas. Press pause, have a go. Once you've done that, come back to the video, press play, and we'll carry on with today's lesson. Thank you so much, children. Here then, I have a blank canvas. Now I'm going to use your rules to create a sentence containing speech. So, let's start off by writing G, J, J. Now, the first rule, of course, is that said is dead. I cannot use the verb said. So we're going to use a more powerful verb, such as grumbled. GJJ, grumbled. Of course, here, I could always use an adverb. I could use an ly word. He grumbled sadly. Let's take the adjective sad and add the suffix ly. GJJ grumbled sadly. Rule number 2. We always use a comma before the inverted commas or before the speech. So here I need a comma. Then we start our speech with 66. And perhaps that's rule number 3. Okay, rule number 4. All speech begins with, you guessed it, a capital letter. GJJ grumbled sadly, capital Y. You left me outside. That's a great compound word right there. Now, this sounds like quite an exciting sentence, so I'll use an exclamation mark. But where is it going to go? Yes, punctuation always goes on the inside where it's nice and warm. So inside the 99, and there is the end of my sentence. A fantastic sentence containing speech. GJJ grumbled sadly, you left me outside. Well done, super work here too. So, what are we going to write today? Well, in our class novel, The Diary of a Killer Cat, Tuffy has had quite enough of Ellie's father, and Ellie's father has had quite enough of Tuffy. They are both furious at each other. Now, Ellie's father is quite outspoken about how he feels, but poor old Tuffy can't talk. At least not to Ellie's father. Not in a language that Ellie's father understands. But what if he could talk? What do you think he would say? I am fairly sure that he has plenty to say, but I'm not entirely sure that what he has to say is all that nice. These are some of the things I think Tuffy might say if given the chance. What do you want from me? I'm a cat. Get used to it. Of course, all cats kill birds and mice, and maybe rabbits. Why do you always blame me? Now, we know from reading the diary that actually the mouse was already dead before Tuffy got to it, and yet Ellie's father blamed Tuffy. I hate you! I know that's quite a strong thing to say, but I do get the impression that Tuffy feels that way. You're unbelievably rude. Ellie's father keeps hissing at Tuffy, which is quite rude, isn't it? So we're going to take these amazing ideas and we're going to put them into some speech using the rules which were established earlier in today's lesson. So of course we're going to use a comma before the speech, a 66 capital letter at the beginning of speech, punctuation on the inside, and 99 at the end of the speech. Let's have a go together, shall we? I'm going to begin with what Ellie's father says to Tuffy. I've had quite enough of you. So, capital letter for the beginning of a sentence. Now, I can't use the word said because, as we found out earlier today, said is dead. So, Ellie's father bellowed. Bellowed is a fantastically powerful verb. It means shouted. After the verb and before the speech, I need to use a comma. And after the comma, of course, I need my 66, my opening inverted commas. Don't forget, all speech starts with a capital letter. Capital I. I've had quite enough of you. Again, it's quite an exciting sentence, so we need to use an exclamation mark. The exclamation mark goes on the... Yes, year 2. On the inside where it's nice and warm. 99. What a great first sentence. Already I'm off to a terrific start. Now then, second sentence. What does Tuffy say back? How does he reply? In this magical version of events, Tuffy can talk. So, Tuffy, I can't use said. So, Tuffy growled, Tuffy hissed, Tuffy roared. After the verb, don't forget we have a comma before we start our speech. Then 66, capital letter. Tuffy quite simply replies, I've had enough of you too. And again, it's an exciting sentence, so let's use an exclamation mark and let's keep it cosy by keeping it on the inside of the speech. 99. Back to Ellie's father. What will his next comment be? Perhaps he'll ask, what are we going to do about it? Wait a second. Just before I write my speech, I realised that this is a good opportunity for me to include an adverb. Now, why not? Adverbs only make our writing even better. So, what ly word could I add to this sentence? Ellie's father huffed. Excellent. I like it. Yes, Ellie's father huffed sadly. So, what are we going to do about it? Okay, I've got to the end of that sentence, but I'm a little bit stuck. I don't think I want an exclamation mark here. Have a listen. Ellie's father huffed sadly. What are we going to do about it? It doesn't sound like an exclamation. Is it a full stop? Do I need a full stop here? No, of course. You're absolutely right. This is a question. And questions need question marks. Don't forget to keep it warm. Keep it snug. Keep it inside. There we go. What a great start to my speech. Now, I'm not going to lie, year 2, this is tricky stuff, but have a go for me. Have a go at writing a conversation between Tuffy and Ellie's father. Once you've finished today's work, don't forget to share it with me. I cannot wait to see what you write. If you need any help, don't forget to send me a message. Until next time, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.